John Hensley with Thor Motor Coach. I'm here at Collier RV in Rockford, Illinois. We're going to take a look at a model year 2025 Compass all-wheel drive. Really cool unit. Under 25 feet, can take you anywhere that you need to go. Pretty much everything we need to know about this coach is going to be right here on my little cheat sheet. So there's three main chassis that you're going to see on a Class C RV. One is the E350, E450 Econoline vans. Then you have the Ford Transit, and then a Mercedes chassis. All the good stuff of those three is right here on this door, and this is going to be your cheat sheet. So this tells me that this is a Transit van, 350 HD heavy duty. So that means it has the largest rear axle and the heaviest capacity. More room to bring stuff with you. Dual rear wheel. EcoBoost engine. So that's what really sets this coach apart. This is a 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine. It's the exact same engine that they put in the F-150 pickups. That's going to be a 10-speed. You're going to be getting probably 12 to 15 miles per gallon. The other chassis out there, if you're looking at a 350, 450, you're probably averaging somewhere in that 6 to 9 range. So a lot more bang for your buck. You're going to go a lot farther with this engine. That 10-speed transmission that's in there is also going to help a ton if you're towing. You have a 5,000-pound tow hitch in the back, and each one of those gears is going to offer you a little more room at the high end of the power band. So if you're going up steep hills, if you're going to go vacation in Colorado or Idaho or Montana and you're going through the mountains, that 10-speed transmission is going to help a ton with your fuel mileage and helping you get around vehicles if you're in the passing lane. This is also an all-wheel drive coach. That is a huge feature of this chassis specifically. If you're in the E350s or the 450s or even the Mercedes, for the most part, you're going to be looking at a rear-wheel drive coach. Really, really big safety benefit if you're driving in inclement weather. I live in Denver, Colorado. Lots of snow, lots of icy roads. It's going to help you a ton if you get caught out there in some bad weather. Kind of looking inside, it's hard to see through the door, but you're going to get a lot of safety features as well that you're not going to get on those other coaches. In an entry-level Class C, with the 350, 450 that we talked about, you're basically only getting cruise control. What that is a cutaway chassis. It's the exact same chassis that your contractor's driving to the job site to install plumbing or install cabinetry at the house. Outside of cruise control, you're not getting any bells and whistles. This one's going to be complete with adaptive cruise control. You're going to get lane assistance. You're going to get collision mitigation. And it's also compatible with Apple CarPlay and Google Play on the inside. So if you have an iPhone, if you're using your iPhone for music or for navigation, you're going to get that exact same interface on that screen as you do on your phone. Really, really nice, seamless integration. I guess while we're standing here, we can also talk about these seats. Those are fully 360-degree swivel seats. You'll notice in the coaches that are under 25 feet, real estate is kind of at a premium. So it's really, really nice to have those seats turned around if you have guests, if it's raining outside and everyone's crammed inside. It's going to really open that space up nicely. As we walk around, we can also point out you have frameless windows on this guy. A lot of your travel trailers, a lot of your fifth wheels, and even some entry-level Class Cs are going to have the sliding windows. If you take a look at those, they all have a rubber seal that wraps around the windows. As that seal is exposed to sunlight and weathering, eventually it can degrade and kind of lose its integrity over time. Having that seal covered by this glass is actually going to really help with the longevity of your seals and hopefully prevent any weathering or any water from getting inside of the coach. Also, it looks really sharp. Specific to the model year 25, we have a new Girard awning. So this is a wall-mounted or a side-mounted awning, armless awning. So if you have the awning extended, you don't have to worry about having to duck your head underneath and bonking your noggin when you're at the campground. This guy is also complete with motion sensors on either side. So if it moves up and down 6 inches in either direction, it's automatically going to retract and hopefully save you some dollars with any damage that might occur. When this awning is fully retracted, that fabric is actually enclosed in the housing. So previous year models, we used another brand. The fabric was exposed, kind of akin to what we were saying about the frameless windows. If that awning fabric is exposed to sunlight and weathering, eventually it can break down and kind of wear out on it. So having all that fabric enclosed in it is really nice. Moving down, we've got this huge pass-through storage. This is specific to the 24 kb floor plan, and we'll talk more about that when we get inside. But really, really nice. Got plenty of room. Move side, or it goes all the way through if you want to put golf clubs, stand-up paddleboard, foldable e-bikes, pretty much anything. You name it, it'll fit inside this guy. So this is the 5,000-pound hitch that we were talking about. Got a 7-way connector right there as well. So if you want to flat tow a Toad, smaller vehicle, Chevy Cruze, Honda CR-V, 2-door Jeep Wrangler, should be more than capable of towing that with you for your adventures. We've also got our backup camera here and a little more access to your pass-through storage. Move around. So right here you have a tankless hot water heater. The benefit of this guy obviously is you can take longer, more residential showers. As long as you're connected to city water at the campground and you have residential pressure, it's going to be just like taking a shower at home. You don't have to rely on a smaller tank, a 6-gallon tank, or even a 12-gallon in a fifth wheel. These are going to last much, much longer and hopefully make you more comfortable during your stay. All your city water connections, 30 amp hookup, and then your outdoor shower for the kiddos or the muddy boots and dogs. Pretty much all we need to talk about on this side. We do have a slide topper on this guy that's going to hopefully help keep some of that crud, pine straw, debris, pretty much prevent any need to actually get on the roof of this RV. Hopefully that's going to provide you enough beer to keep water off, and it's also going to prevent you from having to get up there and sweep things and potentially fall off like that. Okay, so now we're inside of the 24 kb Compass all-wheel drive. This is our most popular floor plan by a large margin. I think there's a lot of value in this guy, and as you can see, we've got the 2 chairs spun around to kind of maximize our space here. You've also got 2 brackets in the floorboard right here that are going to open up, and this will be kind of your kitchen space. So nice jackknife sofa right there if you want to bring the kiddos with you or just make a really fancy dog bed. You've also got this sunroof right here. So electric shade, extending and retracting. It's going to bring in a lot of natural light and kind of open up the space. So when we were outside, we talked about the rear view camera. This is your live feed right here. So this is a digital rear view camera. It's going to give you a live feed when you're driving down the road. A lot of RVs really only give you that backup camera when you're in reverse. This one's going to give you a feed 100% of the time if you're flat towing or if you just need to see the traffic behind you as you're driving down the highway. This is the big LED screen we were talking about, compatible with Apple CarPlay, navigation, climate control, all your needs are right there tucked into that screen. 2025s are all going to come standard with smart TVs. This 24 kb is equipped with Technoform cabinetry. Some of the benefits of Technoform cabinetry is it's a high gloss, flat panel on the front, makes it really, really easy to clean. If you have hardwood cabinets, a lot of times you have those little edges and nooks and crannies that make it really hard to wipe down. It's really lightweight, so saves you a ton of ounces. You can bring more stuff with you because of that. Your cargo capacity increases and all of those good things. It's also water resistant, so if you plan on extended stays down in high humidity areas like Florida, Texas, anywhere around the beach or the Great Lakes maybe, high humidity can actually damage hardwood cabinets. So what it can do is it can warp cabinet faces and also swell around the hinges, making it not shut flush. So water resistant, it's always going to remain the same. And then you have these nice soft closed residential hinges. Plus it just gives you a really sharp aesthetic. Recessed cooktop. So because it's not elevated out of the counter right there, you do get to maximize your counter space right here. And you get this nice sink cover for your farm sink there as well. And then of course you've got the little extended countertop. Convection microwave down there in the place of your oven. And then you have a 12-volt refrigerator here. So benefits of a 12-volt fridge, these are going to get down to a lower temperature. You're going to have more cubic inches on the inside to bring more stuff with you too. So if we move into the bedroom, you can see plenty more of this really nice Techniform cabinetry. And then this is kind of the star of the show right here. This is your 24 KB, stands for king bed configuration. This guy's going to be 2 twin beds that convert into a king platform. So obviously the benefit of that, if you've got a father-son golfing trip, if you've got a fishing trip, if you've got a hunting trip lined up, father-son, 2 grown men can go camping and they don't have to cuddle together. Obviously, if mom wants to go with you, throw in the centerpiece right here. It's going to insert right where I'm standing. Becomes 1 sleeping platform. Really good for tall folks as well. You can kind of sleep diagonally if you need to, so you're not restricted to the space that's right here. Also really easy to get in and out of. So if you need to get up in the middle of the night and get to the front of the coach, or maybe use the restroom, it's going to make it a lot easier. Whereas most coaches this size, a 25-foot in length coach, you're going to have a corner bed. You're going to be crawling over each other to get out of the bed at night. So it's going to make it much easier to get in and out. It's kind of hard to see where we're filming, but you also have a smart TV mounted to the wall right here. And then your light panel for light controls and your fans. You also have a generator start and stop button, so you don't even have to get out of bed.